us to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go at the link. Starting from the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Great.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Here's another carry for Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there!
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Zach Bond with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down, here's Dak. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Play action, Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles get the football on the 1st turnover of the contest. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their 1st possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Couple yards there on 2nd down, and now a long ways to go on 3rd.
No touch that.
Hurts now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. This one misses the tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Yeah, here we go.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. Prescott with a blitz coming. He has the first over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Yeah! Here we go!
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Yeah! Here we go! What a take! Hey, kill!
From the 24. Completed to his running back. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Yeah, here we go! Here we go, 46!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Dak now from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Prescott here from the gun. Touchdown, Dallas! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Gets up the edge to the 35. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
And a man is there to knock that away.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it deep downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
No touch it.
QB sneak coming. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak off the play fake. And right away, he just throws that one to another neighborhood. I think we're all a little confused at that, and we do have a flag for grounding now. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. They go play action here. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Yeah, there we go.
Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Darius Slay with the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They give it to him again. And that's good for a gain of 5. Zach Bond with the tackle. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. From the gun is Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and short. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Prescott now, blitz coming. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Trying again following the sack. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Headed out right. He's running for it. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Yeah, there we go. I think.
Throwing again is Dak. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's caught for the 1st. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, Britton Covey. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Great.
Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. No touch that. 2nd and 7. Out. 28-yard line. No touch.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
No touch that. No touch that.
Back to throw it. This one finds Goddard. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
No touch.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
No touch that. No touch.
Taken in by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Great. Set. No touch.
He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Has a man, it's Brown. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Great. Set. No touch.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Great. Set.
They'll motion a tight end left.
No touch.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he works this to the 38 before going down. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys make the play that should win them this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Running this one left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Cowboys button it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. Picked up 25 and stopped the clock too. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
They can decide to play for the tire win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Hurts throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. And he drives this forward to the 6. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.